Hey guys, let's get more news from Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Draymond Green drops eye-opening take on LeBron James Lakers' future. The situation that the Los Angeles Lakers are in is very tricky. They have the choice to run it back with nearly the same core as they did a year ago and hope for the best next season. Or, a decision could be made to shake up the core such that they get new guys and explore better schemes. Whether it's Rui Hachimura, Darvin Ham, or any other member of this squad, no one is safe. Not even the great LeBron James is certain about staying. Even Golden State Warriors star Draymond Green has a hard time deciphering where the king is headed. LeBron James has refused to comment on his future. After losing yet again to the Denver Nuggets in the NBA playoffs, it was hard to gauge if he was still happy to stay with the Lakers. He blasted the Darvin Ham-led coaching staff for not challenging calls and even refused requests to get out of the game because of an injury. There have been a lot of defiant moments that suggest that the Lakers legend has not been in the greatest situation. Draymond Green outlines the conundrum that this squad now has to face via the volume. I think the Lakers, they really got to decide what it is they want to do. Like, are you comfortable going into next season with pretty much the same supporting cast that you have? If LeBron decides to leave, what do you do then? Trade AD? I think there's a lot of uncertainty coming out of that organization, the Warriors forward declared. LeBron James is known for going deep in the NBA playoffs. But, for the first time in 17 seasons where he made the cut to the postseason, he has played the least games in a run. The Lakers legend only got to 5 games this year, and the only other season where he played one series was in 2021. Even then, he managed to stretch his team's seasons by 6 games instead of just 5. This lacking success since Darvin Ham took over the Lakers is a big factor heading into the offseason. The people around him and their capability to run with him as he enters the age of 40 are also things to look at. But, Draymond Green did make an interesting claim about the Lakers star's future. Some people think it's a foregone conclusion that Bron is going back to the Lakers. I don't know that it's a foregone conclusion. If there was something that came about that was interesting, I think he'd look at it. But ultimately, I don't quite see him leaving LA, he said. James has shown that he could give a lot to the Lakers. After all, he played the most minutes in a postseason this year since 2017-18. He was allowed to see the floor for 40.8 minutes a game. The last time that happened, he was still with the Cleveland Cavaliers battling out Stephen Curry and the Warriors dynasty. The question of him doing it, though? Well, there's no definite answer until he gives it. LeBron James' incredible Steph Curry, Warriors breakdown. While the Golden State Warriors are currently far from the peak of their dynasty, the brilliance of Steph Curry is something that will always keep the opposing defense on edge. This is what Golden State's dynasty was built on, with Draymond Green and Klay Thompson being the perfect pieces around Curry within this unique offense. During a recent episode of their Mind the Game podcast, Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James and former NBA guard J.J. Redick broke down one specific Warriors play that is especially difficult to defend. As James and Redick explain, the Warriors do a great job of setting a down screen on the opposing big, which puts him a few steps behind the play. That initial screen creates an advantage for Curry, who then has the option to step up and shoot a 3 as the big recovers, or fake the 3 and hit his roller, usually Draymond Green, who then has Klay Thompson on the wing or one of his athletic forwards flying in as a lob threat. It's fascinating to hear James and Redick break this play down from the perspective of an opponent, because while both players clearly have a great understanding of this Warriors play, it's something Golden State is able to successfully execute on a consistent basis, largely due to the threat of Curry. One of the biggest names in NBA history, LeBron James has no guaranteed future in the league for next season. Through social media, the Los Angeles Lakers star opened up about the matter and stated that he is still going to evaluate the situation. One of the biggest names in NBA history, LeBron James has no guaranteed future in the league for next season. Through social media, the Los Angeles Lakers star opened up about the matter and stated that he is still going to evaluate the situation. Under contract with the Los Angeles team until the end of the current season, LeBron has the unilateral possibility of renewing it for another year. However, the Lakers intend to negotiate the maximum extension with the veteran, which would be valid for another 3 years, worth $164 million. With the registration of Bronny James, the eldest son of the number 23, in the NBA draft, the tendency is for the league market to have a lot of speculation about LeBron's future. The athlete has until June 29 to exercise automatic renewal with the Lakers. The draft takes place 3 days before this date. In the current season, the Lakers experienced moments of ups and downs, but reached the playoffs after finishing in 7th place in the regular season. In the first round of the West's knockout round, the franchise was defeated by the Denver Nuggets, 4-1. Analyst believes Warriors could reunite with former star. The Golden State Warriors dynasty is believed by many to be over, but the organization is going to try to jumpstart it for at least 1 more year. They missed the playoffs this season after losing in the play-in tournament, and it was the first time in many years that they have done so when relatively healthy. The Warriors could try to make a big move or two this summer in order to pry open their championship window, and according to Mark Willard, one of those moves could result in an all-time great returning to the Bay, per 95.7 the game. The more people I talk to, I'm telling you this Kevin Durant thing could happen. This is realistic, Willard said. Durant, of course, played 3 seasons for Golden State starting in the 2016-17 campaign after leaving the Oklahoma City Thunder, and he helped lead Golden State to back-to-back NBA championships immediately upon his arrival. But he seemed to have one foot out the door during the 2018-19 season, and after tearing his Achilles during that year's NBA Finals, he left to team up with Kyrie Irving on the Brooklyn Nets. Durant's current team, the Phoenix Suns, just got swept in the first round of the playoffs despite having 3 legitimate stars in himself, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, and now there's speculation that he wants out. Of course, trading for Durant would be very expensive for the Warriors, and they may have to somewhat gut their roster in order to bring back the future Hall of Famer. But even in his mid-30s, he continues to play at his accustomed high level, and perhaps he's the man to take the Warriors back to the NBA's upper echelon. And you fan, what do you think of the Kevin Durant situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.